New York Rangers defenseman Ryan Lindgren has been a very key part of this team for the past few years now. But as he is an RFA this offseason, we'll need a new contract. We're going to take a look at whether or not the Rangers should look to sign him or potentially trade him as well, because that definitely is a possibility. And kind of take a look at how he's done this season so far as well. So starting off here, let's just take a look at what he's done so far this season stats-wise. He has 46 games played, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. He's a +6. He's playing some pretty good hockey. I mean, we know what he brings. He's not some elite offensive guy. He's a good defensive defenseman, very tough player. I mean, he is one of the toughest guys on the ice at any moment in time. He's always looking to block a shot. He'll make some big hits, scrap in the corners. He'll fight someone. I mean, he's just a really tough overall player. This is someone who, a lot of the time, it feels like he's cut during the game. He's bleeding a bit, but he doesn't care. He's back on the ice the next shift. I mean, he is just such a tough player. And he's definitely one of those guys who you want to have on your team come playoff time. He's going to block shots. He's going to make those hits. He's going to fight. He's going to scrap out front of the net in the corner. He's going to do all that dirty work that you need at a guys on the back end. And, come playoff time as well, you need some good, reliable defensive defensemen. And this is exactly what he can bring. Now, he's not the most talented player in the world. He's only 6 foot. He's not some, big 6'4" bruiser out there. But he's a tough, dependable D-man and definitely one of the guys you want to have on your back end, especially alongside a guy like Adam Fox, who we know is that offensive dynamic player. I mean, obviously Foxy's for the most part is good in his own end as well, but having a guy paired alongside an elite offensive guy like Foxy, having a guy like Lindgren paired with him, I think is just such a great combo. And obviously, at times it hasn't worked quite well. And, obviously they have their moments when they're both playing bad or one of them is and the line doesn't look the best. But for the most part, when they are together, they have been a pretty great line for the New York Rangers and are clearly one of the best D pairs in all of hockey when they're on their game. And taking a look at some more stats here, in 46 games played so far this season, he's got 54 hits, 24 penalty minutes, 60 block shots. Not doing too bad. I mean, that's kind of on pace for what he's done in the past, so that's not too big of a deal at all. But taking a look at his takeaway giveaway ratio, it's not looking like the best this year. I mean, 9 takeaways, 10 giveaways, 9 defensive zone giveaways, which is quite a bit for him. Last year, in a total of 63 games played, he had 11 defensive zone giveaways. This year, already in 46 games played, has 9. So not the best there, but overall, he still played pretty solid this year, I think. And next up here, taking a look at what a contract could look like for Ryan Lindgren. Obviously, he's still in his mid-20s, so he's going to get a decent amount of money. He's still a great player. Could get even a little better. You never know. But I do think that it's going to be something around probably $4 million on a 3 to 4 year deal is kind of what I'm guessing. Now, maybe it is a longer-term deal where he's getting maybe a little bit more. That's a possibility. But I do think that on something around a 3 to 4, maybe 5 year deal at about $4 million is probably what he's going to get. Now, maybe it's more, maybe it's less. I definitely could be wrong, but I don't see him getting a whole lot more than $4 million. Maybe it's 4.25. But I really wouldn't expect it to get a whole lot higher than that because he's not some elite top pairing guy. And I don't think he's some amazing defenseman. I think he's a really good, solid, defensively sound D-man who's obviously very tough and brings a lot of intangibles that you want in your defenseman, especially come playoff time. But he's also not some elite D-man who's going to be warranting, 5, 6, 7 mil per season. But he is a RFA as well, though, and that kind of does go in the Rangers' favor there. So I don't think he's going to get, obviously, near as much money as he would if he was an unrestricted free agent. So every team could bid on him. That is definitely in the Rangers' favor there. Although he is going to be 26 this offseason, he still is going to be an RFA, which is definitely a very good sign for this team. So we will be able to sign him back on a much cheaper deal, obviously, which is nice to see. But still, he's going to get paid. He's going to get a raise, but how much? I don't think it's going to be a whole lot. I would imagine, like I said, give me a 3, 4, 5 year deal, maybe 6. That's definitely a possibility at around $4 million. Maybe 4.1, maybe 4 flat, maybe it's 3.8, 3.9, something around there. But I would imagine Ryan Lindgren's next deal will be around that kind of 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 years at the high 3s, low $4 million AAV range, probably closer to that high 3s, kind of 4 flat, but you never know. Either way, next up, taking a look here at what a potential trade could mean for the Rangers with Ryan Lindgren. Like I said, if it happens, I would imagine it's going to be this offseason. I don't think you're trading away a guy like Ryan Lindgren who's a big part of the locker room, a big part of this team, a massive part of this decor. I mean, he is one of the better defensemen that we have on this team, obviously. He's great in their own zone, a great guy to have partnered alongside Adam Fox. So I can't see him being traded midseason. And I really don't see him being traded either way, but it is a possibility with the Rangers cap issues. Trading away a guy like this who's obviously going to get a pay raise. I mean, whether it is $500K, $750K, a mil, either way, he's going to get a raise. It's going to be more money. It's going to be for longer term. And, down the road, I think a deal, 4, 5, 6 year deal with Ryan Lindgren being signed, anywhere like 4 or less, I think would be a great deal, especially going into the future with the cap going up so much. But they still could look to trade away Ryan Lindgren to open up some more cap space for this team. That's definitely a possibility, but that's way in the future this offseason. I do not think, like I said, he's going to get moved at the deadline. I do not see that happening at all, but it definitely could happen in this offseason, which I definitely don't hope it happens, but it is a possibility. Anyways, so guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Don't forget to comment down below your guys' thoughts on the Rangers potentially signing Ryan Lindgren long-term or trading him away this offseason. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll catch you next one, and bye.